Hi, Monday morning. Very cold Monday morning in Delhi. So, I essentially want to speak about, and this is an ode to the Center of Digital Public Infrastructure, CDPI, which is based in Bangalore, and the spirit of the independent thinker and the doer. So, my career is a testament to the fact that I don't believe in gatekeepers, and I've worked in the most gate kept industry in the world called media and entertainment and celebrities. And I don't believe in formal intellect. Intellect is of any kind. Education does not give you any certification that you're smarter than anybody else. Just because you went to a marquee college does not make you stand out at all. And that is the start point of why this is an ode to CDPI. I think what is happening in the world that I'm in right now, actually, this is the same world I've been in, but now it's become more of a collective. So it takes an independent thinker to say, hey, can I change the world from the perspective of tech? So can we create something different on the tech side? Can we not all make products and platforms which serve us and our whims and fancies, but can we make something which is the inherent infrastructure of what how internet can now be built for the next decade or so? I can't see beyond it, so I'm sure it'll take longer than that, but whatever. So you're saying, okay, here is this protocol world 30 years back, HTTP and GPS. Here is the current world of products and platform, and let's create a world of DPI, digital public infrastructure, and digital public goods, which are linked to each other. So now it's all that matters in the age of AI is your imagination and what you can build on top of it. And I, as a collective, and I, as a custodian of this thought, very similar to what Tim Berners Lee did for the internet. There is a bunch of people who run the Center for DPI, Nandan, Pramod, etc., who are sitting there and saying, okay, I'm just the custodian, you are the builder. And all the tools that you need, here they are, whether it's the Beacon protocol as the base protocol, and there is no gatekeeper. You can build whatever you want. And because they're all linked from identity to payment to commerce to mental health to AI to travel to whatever, your imagination is the end of it all. And because it's a connected interoperable world, unlike the internet of the past, can you imagine what comes out of it? Can you imagine what it does for industries which are not even considered industries? For example, media entertainment is not even considered a cottage industry. But what if one created connected microtransaction led digital rights management system on top of the DPI that we have, or the Beacon protocol that we have? Amazing. Suddenly, as somebody who does emotional labor has massive access to capital and resources, because at the point of writing the log line, you can actually sell your rights for perpetuity. For millions of dollars and rupees, right? And this is not a pipe dream. This is here. Give it 2 years, and you'll all come together. So media and entertainment will change. Anything that you considered SME, anything that you consider cottage, is not that anymore because there is access to resources. What do you need to build on DPI? One, you need an idea which is connected, which is non-linear. Because don't do what everybody else is doing. There's so many DPIs. Build it all together. Build your own DPI. Number one. Number two. Policy. Thankfully, there are these amazing stalwarts who are working on policy to make sure that there is an inclusion and not exclusion. They are not necessarily driven by money, because I think they've earned it already. So already billionaires have enough power in the world, and they are what I call a little bit of sages. Then third is, of course, the collective. For every idea that comes, there will be one Pied Piper, and then that Pied Piper will ensure that there is a collective that comes together to make the idea population scale. You're no longer talking countries, you're talking population scale. Population does not respond to algorithms. It does not respond to data science coming from a very tiny microscopic version of reality. It responds to diversity. That is the fundamental shift. And if you don't understand this, and you're still a gatekeeper, you're still a slave to expertise and colleges and degree and education, and you still think that you can do this without very key strengths of any independent builder, and you have to be a builder to do this, you need to have very high intelligence. Intelligence is of many kind, it's not intellect. You need to have massive integrity. Your corruption will show because it's a peer-to-peer collaboration by default, so you can't hide in any corners. Number three, you have to have really high energy. To run a collector requires energy. You're no longer managing time and space, you're managing energy, not just yours but everybody else who believes in the idea that you started with but now belongs to everybody. You may start from anywhere, but it belongs to everybody because you're working at changing the landscape of whatever you decide to do with DPI plus plus. Isn't that a beautiful world to look forward to from here on and for a long time to come, I think. And a lot of these experiments will fail, and that's fine. That's absolutely okay. I have set up close to around 13 companies, out of which I think 10 have failed. So what? It doesn't really matter. Can you imagine the tajurba, the value of the experience I have from the 10 startups that failed and the 3 who succeeded, and they did succeed in such a big way that it doesn't matter how small or big the failure was. One success is all it takes. One DPI that sings from your heart, from any angle of the country or the population that you belong to, can do wonders for an entire generation. Are you excited and looking forward to this? I am. I am very excited about the fact that it's no longer about a corporate, it's about a collective. And it's no longer about just an idea, it's about a linked digital public infrastructure which is accessible to anybody if they just go looking for it. And your imagination can take wings and be scalable, not in 20 years, but maybe one. Amazing grace, no?